how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready. Blue, 22. Ready, go.
The run inside. It's Williams. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? The give is to Williams.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get a score on this drive. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Split backs here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
We knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. What a disappointment. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Right on target this time.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. C.J. Carr firing again. This one's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give is to Williams, fighting off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Off the RPO, complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
first down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give is to Williams. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Throwing, Carr. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The hand to the running back. Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Carr to throw. Hauls it in. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Play action, C.J. Carr. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking for a man, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
FSU calling its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Fires downfield. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there. The linebacker covering serious ground.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the plate, you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Carr. Quickly complete. Breaks free and he might be gone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the well. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They'll run the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Floats it out in space. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Seminoles! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They'll they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll toss it. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Throwing. Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Gonna run it. It's Young. Finding some room. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running inside. It's Young. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now the toss. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now there he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the screen, and the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Crosses the 30, he's got away. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Steamrolls his way ahead. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be calling a hot route. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Fires into the end zone, and it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get
Turning it on! He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
The give on the counter. Breaks the tackle. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. From the 22 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the red zone, it's Young.